Good evening to you, welcome to Disgrace Lands, Robbo Lands Vids. I'm Rob Wheatley. I can't see the screen, I've got the camera turned round again. Different MO tonight. We're trying the tablet with the other camera on the other side to see if this is any better. We've got the hell's bells going, listen to this. It just bloody stopped, did you hear that? As soon as I was trying to demo the bells and then they suddenly stopped. Bong, 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 frickin' bong, that's how they go. Beer of the day, we got a beer here, it's not the first beer of the day. I could tell you that, I am telling you that. It's Spitfire, Spitfire, bring me my Spitfire. Battle of Britain would have been very different if we'd, you know, could stand there and throw bottles at the Germans. Damn fine beer. How the hell are you? I can't hear you. You'll tell me in the comments. I hope you're doing well anyway. It's good stuff. Oh man, I've got a really mega stressful day coming up tomorrow. So I thought I'd try and do a light-hearted video, just mess about for a bit and whatever. Oh, the Ovation. One of the things I didn't mention about the Ovation. Things I like most about it on here. It's the tuner. .5%. Charlie Chaplin would have done that, he would have laughed your tits off. But it is really nice having a tuner on a guitar. It's just, I keep forgetting the damn thing's there. It is. Wonderful. With the man blue. It don't cost nothing, you got nothing to lose. The bar is open all day long. Have a drink, have another and join this song. The best damn group in all the land, it's amazing chaos alcohol band. Bring me a chair cause I can't stand. That's why we're called the alcohol band. Etc, etc. That's the old theme tune, the old Blazing Chaos theme tune. I can't remember the rest. Now you can hear the bell tolls on a musical career. Yeah. Years ago, me and Blaze got together at a party. He had a guitar and I had a big bag full of bits and pieces which included books with words I'd written in them, and after loads and loads of drinks he brought the guitar down and I, you know, said try and play something that sounds a bit like this or a bit like that, and he started playing stuff and I started singing filthy lyrics, and within a few days we'd suddenly got a gig New Year's Eve at the pub. Luckily most of our equipment blew up, and thanks to friends they bought backup equipment which over the years blew up also. Yeah, but that was our theme tune. It used to be a bit more frantic than that because we were a lot younger. Get down here for some rhythm and blues. It don't cost nothing, you got nothing to lose. The bar is open all day long. Have a drink, have another and join this song. Best damn group in all the land is Blazing Chaos alcohol band. We used to work on our endings. Our endings were very tight. Blazing Chaos, they're good endings. You know, people used to come to us not to listen to the songs, but just listen to us finish, which was always quite bizarre, you know. They'd turn their backs talking throughout the entire song, and as soon as we finished they'd clap. It's the bell ringing practice. They do it every Wednesday night here, 8 till 9. Not here, just there's a big church over the road, and they've got bells in it. And they just go over there and pull on these fucking ropes, and they practice every week, 8 till 9. And look how was the intro to Hell's Bells, AC/DC, wasn't it? I remember seeing them, AC/DC, in Wembley on the, what was it, for those about to rock, and they had the cannons, not at Wembley Stadium, the big blooming outdoor place, it was the arena, the little indoor place, and God almighty, bloody loud. They had these massive cannons. You're going, what are they going to do with those? Those about to rock, and suddenly huge great flames of explosions. The entire crowd is going, blah, 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 I can't hear fuck all. And then suddenly, next chorus, bloody awesome that was. I remember going to see AC/DC at Hammersmith that was Back in Black tour, that was. And there was the pub, what was it called? The Britannia. Opposite the Hammersmith Odeon in London. It's now called the Labatt's Apollo or something ridiculous like that, or the Heineken Lagerfest Hammersmith thing, but it used to be the Hammersmith Odeon. I used to see tons and tons of bands there, and the Britannia was the pub just underneath the flyover on the other side. You had the pub, the Britannia, and then next to this was this fish and chip shop, and this place was so greasy, even the vinegar, if you got vinegar, which was mainly like 90% water, it was just caked in this solid lard sarcophagus. That's not an AC/DC tune. What's the point in them practicing if they could? AC/DC didn't do that one. Bloody hell, they're playing it. And everyone had dressed as Angus, obviously, and I've gone in there in my school uniform. I wasn't wearing shorts because of these legs, so I've got a permanent ban because it just reduces property prices if I go out in shorts. My legs are that bad. So, but everyone went in the Britannia. We were all wearing school uniforms, all black school uniforms, and then Angus turns up on stage wearing a red school uniform, and we were all like, bollocks, you wanker. But you know, full marks to him. I like the way he just had his platform above the stage. Above the drummer, so he just ran up there, and it was four, so he could lie on his back and go dilly 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 dilly, and then pull his tie off and then play the guitar with his tie, and it sounded exactly the same, and then run down the front of the stage and flash everybody with his buttocks, and it still sounded the same. Freaking awesome band. But the Hammersmith Odeon used to be incredible. Motorhead album, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. I think I was on that. I was on that too. Was that? When did I see that? Iron Fist tour I saw them on, and Another Perfect Day, and I think Orgasmatron, was that another? Yeah. But Hammersmith Odeon, I saw tons of bands there. I think for my 14th or 15th birthday I got a ticket to go see, who was it? Camel, and then within a few weeks I'd seen Camel, Bartley James Harvest, Genesis, and then that year, those a couple of 3 years around then, 1980, 1981, 1982, I was going up there like 2 or 3 times a week because I was working in London as well for quite a lot of that time. So just seeing tons and tons of bands, the stuff I saw there, Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, Paco de Lucia. I gave up playing guitar entirely for 6 months after seeing that. I just got home and thought, what's the bloody point? Just got my guitar and threw it away. It's got a tuner on it. I like the tuner. And 4.5%. 4.5%. God, who else did I see there? Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Yes. God, why can't I think of any? I was there all the bloody time. Rick Wakeman, for God's sake, loads of times. 3 times on the same tour. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Gillan, saw Gillan quite a few times there. That was bloody awesome. Dio, Judas Priest. Christ, I've got a stack of... and there was another place around the corner, the Venue in Victoria, and then there was also the Tottenham Court Road, what was that place called? Dominion. And between those 3 places, Tangerine Dream, Magma, Klaus Schultz, King Crimson, just everything. Nowadays I go to seated gigs because my back can't handle it, and also I don't do very well if I'm standing up in a crowd of people. This is an entire another story. The last time I had an absolute massive freak out. Talking of massive freak outs, this is what I'm doing tomorrow. I've got to go and be assessed. The bells. I've got to go and be assessed to see just how screwed up I am. So, you know, to see if it's worth them still letting me out on a daily basis. Or is it locking me up on a daily basis? I don't know which one it is at the moment. I'm not quite sure, but one way or another they're going to make a decision. It's in England. If anyone knows about this sort of stuff, it's called PIP. You know. The last time I went for one of these assessments, it's to do with my mental health state and all that, and it was like to determine how my mental health affects my daily life. But the thing was, the night before, I'd had such a massive panic attack over the assessment that I'd collapsed, given myself all stone floors in here, smacked into the floor, mainly with that tooth, smashed all that tooth to bits, and given myself concussion. So that's the state I turned up to the interview the next day to determine how my anxiety affects my everyday life. I've got concussion and a smashed out face and a bad tooth. And my arm was fucked as well. They got me to stand up and hold on to this chair, and I'm just like... And the great thing was about that, when I came home and walk into the dentist to try and get my tooth fixed, or get an appointment to get my tooth fixed, the phone rang, and they phoned up and said, oh, by the way, because you'd got a problem with your arm, we didn't have the right person to assess you, so you've got to come back and do it all again. So I'm really looking forward to it tomorrow. It's early, it's 8:45 in the AM or something, and whenever it is, which at least means I'm going to be first in the queue. So I won't have to wait, or someone else just gets like 5 carrier bags full of their entire medical records since the day they were born and their grandfather was born, and just tip it all over the desk and say, I'm not leaving until you've read every single fucking word. Which actually happened one time when I went for an assessment. But remember, beer, man's best friend, obviously, you know. Bells. I will see you on the next one. Take care. My head hasn't exploded. You know, it won't make my hair look any worse. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Crotch shot, crotch shot, crotch shot.